So welcome everyone. Welcome. We're so happy to see you or have you here with us today. We're pretty excited. So thank you everyone for joining. Before we continue, because we're going to start like very soon, if you could just put in the comment box, like or the chat box rather, where you're joining in from Nigeria, any part of the African country. So welcome once again. We're super excited to have you. So if you want to maybe just drop a text like I'm joining in from Ghana. I'm joining in from, Ethiopia, wherever you're joining in from. You just put on your chat box and I'll introduce myself as we go ahead. So my name is Chidima. I am the executive director and co-founder of Inspire Africa. And I'm super excited to have us here once again. And the purpose of today's meeting is just to provide a little bit of details about what we do as Inspire Africa, our mentorship program, just to give a general idea for anyone interested. We're also going to provide tips on how, if you've not made your application already, but how to prepare a very thorough application. And then finally, there'll be an opportunity for you to ask us questions if you need clarifications. I know that while filling the form for the information session, we had a couple of questions on, for instance, how long the mentorship program is going to run, what are the expectations. So those are kind of the things we're going to talk about today. So I have here our program manager, Hannah, who you also get to meet at some point, and also the assistant program manager, who you're also going to hear from her at some point too. Also have the co-founder and operations director, OJ, who is here with us today. So we have a lot of our team members here, and we're super excited to have you here with us today. So if at any point in time you have questions or you're not clear on what to do, feel free to put your questions in the comment box. Someone is going to be there to answer your questions. And of course, as I mentioned, there will be time specifically allotted for questions and answers. Okay, awesome. So we thought it would be nice for us to have a little icebreaker session before we go into today's what we actually have for today. So the idea of icebreaker sessions is to break the ice. So if you have your phones, you can either just scan the QR code, or you could go to www.mentee.com, and then you can enter the code. You're going to see a couple of questions and we'll kickstart from there. So if you could quickly just scan, or you could just type in www.mentee.com, enter the code, and then I, on the other hand, will share some questions for us just to kind of get a feel of, what we're thinking, and then maybe break some ice if there's still any ice by now. Okay, so I will wait for everyone. Okay, awesome. Oh, awesome, Jumoke. Thank you very much. So I'm getting comment. Jumoke is joining us from Abuja, Nigeria. Welcome, Jumoke. It's really lovely to have you here. So I don't know if we've been able to sign in. So all I need you to do is to go to mentee.com, or you can quickly just scan the QR code and then put in the code numbers. Awesome. So we have one person here with us. Great. Great. So I'll just wait a little bit for other people to join, so to be as interactive and fun as much as possible. Okay. If you have issues with signing in, please let us know. Okay, all right. So I'll go straight to the questions. Awesome. So, the first question is, how familiar are you with the Inspire Africa Mentorship Program? So if you're currently on mentee.com, you're going to see this question: how familiar are you with the Inspire Africa Mentorship Program? So if you're familiar, if you're not, just feel free to like select. I don't think you're able to see what I'm currently doing at the moment. OJ, can you see Mentee?
You can just see the barcode and the joining instructions. But
Okay. Okay.
on Mentee it says responding is off, so you have to allow us to
Hmm.
send new responses.
Okay, thank you very much, OJ. Can you try again and see if you're able to right now?
Yes, it works now.
Okay, perfect. Okay, awesome. Okay, I think I'm going to have to pause sharing my screen a little bit and then share that for Messi so that everyone is kind of carried along with what we're doing. Apologies for the little breakup. Okay, so awesome. Guessing you can't see my screen yet. So okay, great. I think you can see my screen now. So thank you. I think we have hi okay, welcome Deborah. Deborah is joining us from Zimbabwe. So you can see my screen now. A couple of people said that they are not familiar with Inspire Africa program. Okay, awesome. That's good. So for those that are just joining, are kind of like a little bit confused about what we're doing. We're just trying to get a feel of where everyone is coming from. So this is a little kind of like session to get to know what you're thinking about, what do you know about our program, and opportunity for us to get to know a little bit about you. So if you're just joining, you could either just go to www.mentee.com and then put in the code, or you could just simply just scan the QR code. So almost everyone who is present here doesn't really know, is not really familiar with Inspire Africa. Awesome. That's good. We're hoping that changes before today ends. Okay, so the next question is, have you been mentored before? So we are very keen on mentorship. I mean, we have a very robust mentorship program. So have you been mentored before? We want to know yes, no, okay, no, awesome. Okay, that's good. Yes, okay. That's pretty fair. Okay, that's great. Awesome. So I think a good number of people said they have not been mentored before, and then very few have been mentored before. Okay, that's a fair distribution. That's good. At least that helps us understand. So the next question is, have you submitted an application to become a mentee? This information session is solely for mentees. So I'd like to know, have you, okay, no, you've not. Okay, good. That's good. Um, Okay, yes, yes, to some extent. You're not done. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. Okay, awesome. Well, we're hoping to those who have submitted, we're hoping that this would be at least probably provide more information for you. And then to those who have not submitted, at least to give you more insights on how to make your sub applications. And those who are still kind of like in between, they're not done yet, probably help you boost your applications too. Okay. The question here is, what does mentorship mean to you? And you don't have to, write a lot of things. You just let us know. Maybe mentorship means coaching. Mentorship means, just in one or two words, or one or two, a sentence actually is pretty fine. So what does mentorship mean to you? And this is very important to us because we know that oftentimes people come with different understanding of what mentorship means. So yeah, it's really helpful for us to just see what do people think mentorship is and what it means to them. So what does mentorship mean to you? And it's very helpful with setting expectations too. Guidance and direction. Okay, good. So to someone is guidance and direction. That's good. And that's a very important part of mentorship too. Just having someone who will tell you, hey, we think that what you're doing is great, or you should go to this other angle, or I don't think this is the right way. And that's really something that is very awesome to have. So maybe we could wait for one more comment on what mentorship means. It could be anything. Okay. Okay. I would say personally for me, mentorship is, I don't think is something that I can summarize in one word. But if I would, it would be okay, awesome. We'll have more comments. Awesome. So Mentorship means achieving something. Okay, advancing knowledge, guidance. So guidance is a key term. And I think that was one thing I was going to say. Guidance is very important in mentorship, learning skills, assisting a person um before you. Okay, that's good. I think I like the fact that at least we all have an idea of what mentorship means across different cadres, and that's very important. Okay, so we're getting almost to the end of our icebreaker session. So on a scale of 1 to 5, how excited are you about this session? Is this something that you really look forward to? Okay, good. So one person is excited. That's a good thing. Okay, we have almost everyone here. Okay, that's pretty fair. And I hope you're not just saying this because you feel like that's what we want to hear. But it's good that you're super excited, and we are also excited to have you here. I think the last question is just something a little bit fun. So tell us a little fun fact about yourself. Just something small. It could be like, oh, I don't know, anything random, honestly. So just tell us a little fun fact about yourself. We'll be good at keeping secrets. That's one thing you have to know about us. So it could just be one or two things. Maybe I love traveling, or I haven't had food this breakfast today, or anything fun about yourself. So I'll wait for the fun facts. I'm pretty excited to know what we think. So what is a fun fact? What secret do we go out with about you today? Oh, okay. So someone says, oh yeah, I must say it's completely anonymous. No one is going to see, who is shared words. So someone said they are really petite. Okay. So I have a fun fact about that, which I'll say. Okay. Okay. Someone said they love meeting new people and having conversations. You love thunderstorms. That is the first time in my life I've ever heard anyone say something about that, loving thunderstorms. That's a very interesting fun fact. And someone said they enjoy Viva. That's good. That's good. Joy is something that is really important, particularly with the current climate. Ooh, someone said, I'm a fit babe who loves to eat. So are you sure? I'd like to meet this person. Are you a foodie or a gym rat? So okay. Someone says they really love cleaning. Cleaning. I don't think it's weird. I think I have a family member who loves cleaning, right? So that's not weird. Okay. Okay. Well, it's good to know. I think this is a fun fact that we're going to remember for a while. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the little icebreaker session just to get us warmed up a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead to continue with our presentation or the earlier slides I shared, and then we'll go straight into the mentorship into our info session proper. So, but thank you. It's been lovely having you guys here. And for those who are just joining in, welcome once again. We're just you missed out on something a little bit fun. We just had a little icebreaker session. And I'll just run through the agenda of today. So I'm going to provide a little overview about Inspire Africa. Then our program managers will talk about the program, the selection process, this program structure, talk a little bit about the mentor and mentee expectations, because that's really important to us. And then we'll talk about also the program support, what is available to you, resources, and then there'll be time for you to answer your questions. However, would encourage you, like while the session is going on, please feel free to, drop some questions in the comment box so that we're able to pick up on that early and then answer your questions ahead of time. Okay, so I will just go straight to providing a little overview about who we are and what we do at Inspire Africa. So a little bit of issues with, okay, so all right. So I'll talk a little bit about Inspire Africa and what we do. So our goal at Inspire Africa is to empower African women. And I know empowerment is something that a lot of people have heard about for a very long time. That is our key focus. We want to support African women to build their professional dreams. And one of the major way we want to do this is mentorship. And the reason is because we strongly believe that people do better when they see better. So our wavering commitment is not just mentorship, but then to create a safe space where African women can grow and thrive, build safe communities, have very thorough engagement so that one can grow. And our mission, really, as I just kind of hinted to a couple of minutes ago, is to connect and create a space for African women to connect, grow, encourage one another. One of the things we want to do is to build a community where people can learn from each other, right? So we all have lived experiences on certain things. We all have things that we're probably good at. And one key thing that personally I'm learning over time, particularly in more recent weeks, is that collaboration is key to efficiency. So that's what we want to do. We want to connect you with people who are probably in tune with what you're doing, with your desires, such a way that you come out strengthened and you're more equipped to become a better version of yourself, or probably even mentor other people. That's what we want to do at Inspire Africa. So, in terms of our vision, we want to provide guidance, networking opportunities. I kind of stress how our mission or vision of creating a safe community, and we intend to, be the leading mentorship group for African women who intend to progress professionally. These are our visions. This is something that we intend to do, or we look forward to doing, achieving within the African space. Um, I think that very key to being part of any organization or any program is just understanding the values of a program. So one of these are our values, and if you progress to being a mentee within Inspire Africa, these are values we hope that you keep for a while. So firstly is that we value mutual respect. We um we believe that respect is earned and should be given to everyone around us. So in terms of our language, in terms of time, I really appreciate everyone who turned up really early. We try to be respectful of your time and also encourage you to be respectful of our own time. We value confidentiality, privacy, and consent. Confidentiality because your mentor will be sharing a lot of information. We will be also sharing a lot of information with you. So privacy, just understanding, and consent, really just understanding boundaries and what they all mean. For instance, if you're paired to a particular mentor, the expectation is not that you probably start having some unprofessional relationships with them or making some requests that are beyond the scope of our mentorship program. And we place key emphasis on creating a safe space. This could be a mental safe space. It could be, just a place where people can thrive, right? And cooperation, we value your flexibility, understanding, and excellence, right? And this is one of the key things that we stress on. Our key goal is to deliver at peak excellence at every point in time. So, but to do that, you are very important, right, to us in achieving this goal, right? And or helping us work in these values. So your feedbacks are very important to us. I mean, after this session, we're going to send you a SQL email, just filling your feedbacks. How did you think this mentorship information session went for you? Are there things you would have loved to see? So that is one thing that we really thrive on generally at Inspire Africa. I'll just give a little overview of how we started. I'm a fan of stories. I love stories a lot, and I love writing them and I love telling them. I also love reading them. So Inspire Africa started off as would I say an offshoot of a mentorship that I had from my supervisor while I was studying for my master's in public health. She really gave me the mentorship that I've never had before for a while. Or more distinctly so, not necessarily have never had before. So it started as a small idea. I reached out to a couple of friends for partnership, and we planned together and we launched in July. We had our first mentorship program last year. That was the first time we launched, and we had lots of graduates. And presently you're here with us, and we're happy you're here. So if you ever join us, you're going to be part of our story, and we love that a lot. In terms of our reach, we've been able to, reach out to a couple of women from all over. I mean, not necessarily all over right now, but then a good part of Africa. Our previous mentors and mentees were either from Ghana, Nigeria, Namibia, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Ethiopia, and Cameroon. And we intend to extend our reach this year. So just to recap, and then as I hand over to the program managers to talk about, provide more information on how the program looks like. Mentorship is very important, and I can't overstress on that. It's important for your personal growth. So if you're someone who joined today and you've never been mentored before, I want you to know that it's very key. There are doors that people who have gone ahead of you are just going to easily open for you. It's important for your professional growth, networking, and your skill development. So I want you to have all this at the back of your mind as we progress towards through the information session. Mentorship is important and you need that. And we're happy that we are here to provide the kind of mentorship that you need and honestly, more so you really deserve. So thank you once again for being part of our program this morning. And I'll hand over to our program manager to continue from where we stopped. So Mercy, please, or where I stopped, Mercy, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Chidima, for the amazing overview of our program. And I'm going to talk about the selection process, more so the application process. For this program, we have a Google form that is it's going to be filled so that you can be able to apply to become a mentee to our program. And the link I'm going to share in the chat so that we can go through it to know how we can be able to answer such the questionnaire or the form. So Chidima, can you please let me share the screen. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, I can.
Okay, so this is the form for the Mentee application, and I'm going to go ahead and start because you already have the overview of our program, which, yeah, I'm going to start with the name. So you're going to start with the first writing your name, your phone number, your email address, your nationality, your country of residence, and also your gender, if you're male or female. We're going to wait. Mhm. So
Hi, Mercy. I think it's probably okay if we just maybe walk through okay. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
yeah, so just a minute. So let me share the pre-filled form.
Okay. Um, Probably while Mercy is trying to sort that out, in terms of I think what she wants to do is probably just provide step-by-step guidance on how the application process looks like. Um, I don't know if maybe we could just talk about, the application process itself, how that looks like, the matching criteria. Maybe we can look at the entire form much later. Mercy, do you think we're able to do that?
Yeah, I think right now it's okay so that you can go through
Okay.
the application process, not step by step, but just the overview. I hope you
Yeah.
can now see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, so we were at the age. You pick the range at which your age is, and then you can give a link of your social media profile, whether it's LinkedIn, Twitter, or a personal website to that. And then the next section will be the educational background, where you state your highest academic qualification and the year it was awarded and which course of study you did during your academics. And yeah, after that you can write your current role, where you're working right now, and the institution or the organization of where you're working, and your years of experience. And later then we can pick your area of expertise, whether it's accountancy and financial management, creative arts, data information and technology, economics, education and teaching, health, international development, media and communications, project management, consultancy, public sector, politics and government, human rights and gender specialties, human resources, engineering, leadership, and others of which it is not listed in here. And then we go to the next section, which will be stating if you have any experience of being mentored, and if yes, please describe your experience, what you got through the mentorship, the benefits of what you achieved during the mentorship program that you were. And also you're going to state why you're interested in participating in our mentorship program, and what specific goals do you hope to achieve through this mentorship. This is important because it will help us and each one of us to be accountable to our goals, and at least we know what you want to achieve and how we can be able to help you during this mentorship period. And then next, you're going to state the areas of personal or professional development which you are most interested in, so that you can be able to focus on that during the mentorship period. And then the next sector will be our mentor preference. For this year, we are letting the mentees to pick their own mentors. We are going to look at this in a short while. And first question will be, what qualities or characteristics you are looking for in a mentor? This is important because it's going to help us to know how you're going to match or in matching of the mentor or the mentee pairs. The next question will be, are there any specific skills or knowledge or areas you would like your mentor to have? Which knowledge or skills do you want your mentor to have so that they can be able to best help you during this mentorship period? And then we're going to have the mentee to pick the mentors, 3 mentors who you want them to be your mentor. And we have a link of where you can see the qualifications and the profiles of the mentors of who you are, the mentors who are listed in that profiles. Can just look at it. Okay, so for this, I hope you can see my screen, the list of mentors.
Yes.
Yeah, so these are our mentors who are going to be able to help you during the duration of the program. And when you look at it, it has the areas of expertise, the country residence, the organization, and other information that you have to be able to help you to choose your mentor. And after you go through the link of the mentors, you're going to choose who do you prefer to become your mentor, who do you moderately prefer to be your mentor, and who do you most prefer to become your mentor. And then after that, we, as the program, are going to go look through that and yeah, match you with the mentors from the list of selection that you choose. And then after you choose your mentor, you're going to list why did you choose the mentors that you've selected to become your mentor. You have your and then the next sector will be explaining the challenges and engagement. For instance, are there any particular challenges or obstacles that you're facing that you hope the mentorship period is going to help you address? And are you willing to commit a minimum of 4 hours per week to the mentorship period? And for the mentors, for the mentees, we hope that you're going to be able to commit a minimum of, so that you can be able to become so that you can be able to achieve your goals through this mentorship program. And the next question would be, how do you plan to actively engage and participate in the mentorship program? So you explain how, if you have other engagements, how you're going to integrate this mentorship period to your plan so that you achieve your goals. And the next question would be, do you have any preference regarding the frequency and the format of the mentorship meetings? This, for example, is, do you prefer to meet in person, in virtual, or other video meetings during the mentorship period? And then, do you have access to good internet connection? And do you have access to a working laptop? And then finally, you're going to attach your resume and you're going to attach your headshot. Final section will be, are there any additional information that you'd like to share that is going to be relevant in the participation of this program? For example, your interests or hobbies, so that you can keep that in mind. And where did you hear about the program, about Inspire Africa? Is it LinkedIn, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitter, and others? And I think we are already in the information session, and this is not going to be there when you apply, for those who are not applied. And yeah, that's the application link for the mentees. So Chidima, you can share
Okay, all right. Okay, you want me to share back? Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Messi. I know that we said a lot, but if at any point in time, as we mentioned, if you have questions, feel free to drop in the comment box, and then we're happy to answer the question. I'm hoping you can see my screen right now.
Yes,
Let's
yes.
see, I think I went a little bit far. Oh, shoot. Okay, fine. This is where you want me to start from, right?
The previous slide.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the slide. So it is important to remember that the deadline for application of the mentee is 30th April, and the mentees are being screened on a rolling basis. So please continue applying so that you can join our amazing program. And the selection process, the mentees are going to be selected by looking through your professional background, your goals and expectation of the program, and we're going to review your application based on the experience, skills, and the commitment that you have. And that's how you're going to be selected to the program. Next slide, please. So the reason why we ask the mentees to choose their most preferred mentors, so that you can, for them to have, to be compatible, and so that they can be able to align during their, sorry, yeah, so that they can be able to align. We are looking forward for mentees to match according to their professional background, so that they can so that the mentees can benefit more so in terms of the relevant guidance and support in the professional background where you want to increase your expertise in that professional area. Another thing we're going to be matching. Another thing to look out for matching of the mentors, your interests and goals. We've seen that where mentors and mentees share similar interests and goals, it fosters a productive and engaging mentorship relationship, so that yeah, it's easier that way. Another thing will be choosing one thing you're also going to look at is the communication styles, so that you can be able to have an effective communication and understanding. And the last thing will be having similar availability and commitment levels so that you can have a consistent and meaningful mentorship experience. Next slide, please.
Screen record. Screen record.
So the importance of having a compatible mentor is establishing trust. When both the mentors and mentees are compatible, trust is easier to build, and fostering an open and honest mentorship relationship is important to ensure the success of your mentorship activity. Also, effective communication. When you have better communication, you can be able to understand each other's perspective, and the mentors can be able to help you achieve your goals more clearly. Another thing would also be mutual understanding. When mentors and mentees are aligned in their values and goals, they're more likely to understand each other's challenges, and the mentors can be able to provide you with the relevant support to be able to address those challenges during your according to the goals that you want to achieve. Another thing would be goal achievement. When compatibility and alignment happens, this increases the likelihood of the mentees to achieve their goals. And as mentors, they can be able to provide tailored guidance and support, and also follow up on you to be able to achieve your goals. And another thing would be long-term impact. And when mentors and mentees have a compatible mentorship relationship, they can have a long-lasting impact. That is, you can have a good relationship, a long-term relationship past the program duration or the program timeline, and this can be able to help the mentees to gain valuable skills, insights, and also benefit in their personal and professional goals. Next slide. So the program structure, this mentorship program will go for 4 months, and the first month, we're going to have the boot camp, the mentees boot camp, where we're going to be able to train you on the digital skills and train you on other skills that are going to be relevant to the program. And the next 3 months are going to be, we're going to have the mentors and mentees pair, so that the mentors can be able to help you to achieve your goals. You can have the interactions with your mentors during the 3 months of the program. And other thing you're going to give, or the other key activities will be, we'll be having the Luminary Lab, where we're going to have panel discussions and workshops tailored for you to be able to succeed in your professional and your personal goals. And also you're going to have a dedicated accountability partner from the list of mentees that you're going to have. These mentees are going to become like a success catalyst to you to help you achieve your goals more clearly. It is important to have someone who's going through the process as you, so that you can be able to keep each other accountable in terms of the task you're going to be given and the goals that you want to achieve. Also, other key activities will be tasks, and at the last month of the program, you're going to have a capstone project where your mentor is going to be able to help you to come up with a project, to help you plan for it and execute the program. And other special events will be having interviews, mock interviews, to be able to prepare you and how to be able to present yourself or present your expertise and skills to interviewers, to increase your chances in your professional areas. You're going to have panel sessions. For example, we have planned an unstuck or a transitioning panel discussion. We are going to have a panel discussing how you can be able to transit from one area to the next. And we're also going to have workshops, for example, a career planning workshop. And at the last month, we're going to have project presentation and graduation. So right now we are having the recruitment of mentees. Yeah, we're already done with the recruitment of mentors. In June, we're going to start our bootcamp, or the program is going to start. And from July to August, we're going to have one-on-one mentorship interactions with the mentor and mentees. And on September, which is going to be the last month, the mentees are going to undertake the personal project. And October, we're going to hand over final reports, project presentations, and graduation. Thank you. So Hannah is going to take you
Thank you
through.
very much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Ricey, for that enlightening presentation. I know that most of you, some of you may have questions, but that was very concise, very direct. Thank you very much. So we're going to have our assistant program manager talk about other parts of our info session, and then before we migrate to the questions and answers. So Hannah, please go ahead.
Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm going to take you on expectations from mentors and mentees as well, but I'm going to start with expectation from the mentors. So our mentors that we've chosen for this program, they are professionals and they have years of experience in their various fields. So their job is to provide guidance and support for the mentees. They are to share knowledge and expertise in whatever the mentees require, because each mentee, we all we don't want the same knowledge. We have different, we want to get and gain different knowledge and skills. So each mentor and mentee, they have their own specific field that they are going to be mentoring on. So the mentors will share knowledge and expertise on those fields or skills, whatever it is that the mentees require. They are also going to provide their networking opportunities. You know, they are professionals, so they have networks already in their various fields. They are going to provide you those networking opportunities, and as long as you are paying attention and everything, I'm sure you will gain a lot from those networking opportunities. They will also offer you feedback and hold you accountable for your projects, your tasks, your goals, because they are kind of like mentoring you. So both of you will talk about your goals, what you aim to achieve from this mentorship, what you want to achieve in the next 5 years or 10 years. So they are going to hold you accountable for the next 4 months for every task and goals that both of you have discussed. They will also offer you feedback whenever you want. Like they are supposed to offer you feedback on your task and the goals. They are to give you feedback and tell you if you are doing well, what you need to improve on, and so on. They are supposed to be your role model because they are professionals in their field. You chose them because of their knowledge and expertise. So you look up to them. You look up to the way they do their things professionally, their integrity. You are supposed to look up to them. So they will serve as your role model, your positive role model in your various fields. They'll also empower you, like in learning new skills, giving you resources, telling you what you need to know about your field. They are going to do all that to you. They are going to provide that to you and empower you to make decisions on your own, like good decisions. So that's part of what they will do. Then, please, when they are mentoring you, you are to maintain respect, please, because that is very, very important. The respect is very important in this case. You respect their time. They will also respect yours. It is vice versa. You respect their time, the time that they are giving you. They are like using to mentor you, please respect it, because they all have their various careers and family and everything. So for them to take out time to mentor you, please just respect that. And also confidentiality. The mentors will respect they will not say, like, review any and whatever you guys say, whether during chatting or video calls or anything. There's confidentiality in that. They're not going to review. So be open when you are communicating with them. Like, feel free to tell them whatever challenges you are going through and how you want them to help you. They are not going to come online and start telling everybody your issues. So you expect that from them. Then communication. Communication is key. It is very key to this program, because if there's no communication, it's not going to work. So please maintain regular communication with your mentors, because they need you to communicate with them. They need you to tell them your challenges, what you've done so far, so that they can provide their feedback. It's not that you will send them message, they'll send you a message and 5 days later you've not responded to the message or do your tasks and goals. So please do that. Please, Chidima, I don't think I'm done. I think it's the new one from the previous slide. Okay. Then set clear boundaries. Like, you cannot just go and be asking your mentors some kind of questions. There should be boundaries. There should be limits to what you can ask or say to your mentees. You don't just, so please, and it's going to be vice versa as well. They'll respect your boundary as well. Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay. So as a mentee, we need you to participate actively. It's not like you just go on and off, on and off. We need you to, like, participate, like, do your task, get feedback, improve on it. Just participate actively. Then when you get your feedback from your mentors, please don't say, no, this is not how somebody told me to do it, or this is how it's supposed to be, and all that. Be open. Like, receive the feedback with open-mindedness. Like, receive it and act on it. Don't say because somebody said it is bad, so I'm not going to do it. Like, trust your mentors to give you feedback. Then your goals. We've been mentioning goals since. So you know what you want before applying to be a mentee. So set your goals, achievable goals, or not the one that you're going to be setting very unachievable goals. Just set your goals and work towards it. Work towards achieving those goals. Then please respect. I spoke about respect the other time, and professionalism. Treat your mentor with respect and professionalism. Don't talk to your mentor anyhow. And they will also do the same. They will not talk to you anyhow. We are supposed to respect each other and treat each other well. So please do that. Then communication, like I said earlier, maintain regular and open communication with your mentor. Please make it regular. We don't want to be doing on and off communication with your mentor. Then accountability, please. Take responsibility for your actions. Like, when you are given a task and goals, don't say, it's because of so person that I was not able to do mine, blah, blah, blah. Please don't give excuses. Just take accountability. Like, take responsibility for your action. Don't blame it on someone else, and just, okay, let me pause on that. Then your mindset, your learning mindset, please open your mind to learning, so that you can learn great and new things. You cannot just stay on one particular page and be like, no, this is not how it is done, this is how it is done. You are here to learn from professionals. So please open your mind. Then feedback to mentor. Like I mentioned that earlier. Give your mentor feedback. Maybe you think that they need to improve on their mentoring. Please give them feedback and they will improve on it. Then be willing to adapt and adjust your goals. If your mentor give you feedback on your goals and all that, please be willing to adapt. Thank you. Then we have resources and support available for both mentors and mentees. We have a resource bank. We have access that you will be given access to. Then task brief, we've broken it down month by month, where you get what you need to do for the month and your resources and the deadline to achieve those tasks. Then we have a Google Classroom where we do our programming. But I know that some people might not know how to use Google Classroom, so we provide training on that as well before the start of the program. Then you can also ask our staffs for support and inquiries if you need more. Thank you.
Oh, oh, thank you very much, Hannah, for that. I was speaking all this while I didn't know that I was mute. So thank you for providing a good summary, Messi, Hannah, and I hope we've been able to kind of, just get an idea of what we do or what we intend to do at Inspire Africa. One of the things that, Hannah stressed on was on mutual respect, and that is coming off on both ends. We value you. Our mentors and mentees are, I would say, our prized possessions in all of this. So it's very important to us that the value that you intended or you had in mind when you were applying, you were able to like get that. And one key thing I also wanted to stress on before we transition to the questions and answers is the importance of setting goals. The mentors are not, they're there to guide you, right? Not necessarily what I say, you have to do this. So you make out of the mentorship program what you want it to be for you primarily. So we've had experiences where people, finished. I think OJ was sharing that someone had access to our resource bank and then I think they got a job from it. So we're here, we're available to guide you through when we really want you to have the most rewarding experience. So it's pretty short, and I know that we've said a lot. So I don't know if anyone has any question. So this is a time for you to answer any question that or ask any question that you have. We're happy to, provide support and answer the questions as much as possible. So if you have a question, you could just raise up your hand and then I'm happy to, ask you to, just share and feel free to ask your question. If you don't want to, you can always put your question in the chat box. Okay, awesome. Please, I don't want to not pronounce your name. So Classic, I think it's Classic. Classic, please go ahead.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
It's Classic JMK actually.
Okay, awesome. Hi, Classic. Thank you so much. I didn't want to murder your name.
I get. I really appreciate this opportunity. Going through the slides, it's really awesome, and I'm happy to be here. So my question is brief. I actually had applied, like I've gone through when she was taking through when the program manager was taking us through the application slide. I've actually applied, like I'm done with it. But are taking us to make me realize that probably I've not done enough in answering the questions and picking the mentors I'm probably interested in. So I wanted to ask that, is it possible that I reapply?
So I think that it's maybe messy if you want to answer the question, but I think that you are able to reapply, but I also think you're also able to edit your responses. That's something I'm not very certain on. But I think you're able to reapply and then we'll take note of the most recent application. However, I think your form can actually be edited, if I'm not mistaken. That is going back to edit your responses. That is something I'm not very sure. Messi, do you have an idea of that?
Not really, but we can be able to change the form to be able to allow a person to edit their responses instead of having two responses.
Okay, awesome. So Classic, that's something that we're going to do. So Messi, does she have to like go back to the same link all over again and then just edit our responses?
I think the responses were shared to their email address. so that she can be able to go to their email and also check the responses and edit from there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, Messi. Classic, if you try this and then you're still having issues with it, just feel free to just send us an email. We'll direct you further on how to go forward the process.
Okay, thank you, ma.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Classic. Does any other person have any question? Are there comments? Are there things you feel like, maybe this is one thing I'd love to see? We just want to hear your voice actually. So please feel free to ask us questions. Okay, I think we have a okay, awesome. Thank you very much, OJ. Thank you very much. So responses that OJ has confirmed. OJ is the co-founder and program director. For those who are just joining, I hadn't talked about and introduced her earlier on. So she has confirmed that responses can be edited. Eniola, please go ahead and ask your question.
Okay, hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone on this call. Thank you for what you're doing. I have also submitted my application. I did that a while back because I didn't even know when it was going to close. So I just did it. I was skeptical about postponing it. So my question is, for the program is going to last for 4 months. Okay, and the mentorship, is it a mentee to a mentor, or like one or two mentees to a mentor? That's my first question. And another thing is, after the program, do you get to like, this will sound funny, but do you get to keep your mentor in a way? Like, do you get to keep talking to them and like for guidance, and especially in your field of, because personally I'm still a student, I'm still in uni, and this kind of thing, this kind of opportunity, and do I get to keep talking to my mentor? So that's my
Thank you very much.
question.
All right, thank you very much. And that's a fantastic question. OJ, do you want to answer the question?
Okay, sure. I can provide some insights. So I think the first part you asked was if it was going to be one-on-one. And yes, I can confirm that after the first month of the kind of boot camp where you get like general training on resources or like tools that I would use in the program and that'll be helpful to go through the program, you would get access to just one mentor. So you have your own mentor and then you get to work with the person personally on a personal note for the remaining part of the mentorship program. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, you'll get one-on-one mentorship. Just one mentor to one mentee. Then the second part where you talked about, do you get to keep your mentor? It's interesting. It's actually a very nice question. I would say that I would say it's up to you. For us as a program, the mentors have agreed to give us this period of their this part of their time. So they have just agreed to give us this time. And so if you commit yourself and you're really dedicated, you would have full access to your mentor within this period of time. But then depends on how it goes. Like if it's really great, people are really, I don't know, people that are already committed to giving of their time for free for a couple of months. If they really gel with you, if they feel like you're doing well, you worked with them seamlessly, you didn't stress them, you were respectful, they feel like, oh, you have a lot of potential and they would like to be associated with your success. So there's that avenue for it to continue to be something even much, much bigger than Inspire Africa. And we're not going to say, oh, once the mentorship program's over, don't talk to your mentee or don't talk to your mentor. I don't think IHA doesn't say that. So we are open to like, yeah, if you gelled well, you feel like you want to have something bigger than us, something outside of us, then feel free to go ahead and chase that outside the confines of the mentorship program. So I think that's it, right, Chidima?
Yeah, that's fantastic, OJ. Thank you very much for that succinct answer. So we also, one of the things that, I mean, this is a vision that we intend to work on more broadly. However, when you're done, you're graduated into our alumni community. So the idea is like you're there, interact with your previous mentors and mentees, hopefully have like 1 or 2 meetings in a year. That is something that we're still working on so that we actually have a mind for an aftermath transition, such that you still have contact with not just your mentors, also also with your mentees. But like OJ said, we are not able to give you a guarantee. It all depends on you. I had a conversation with my mentee, I think 2 days ago, and we talked about something entirely different from, I mean, not necessarily so different, but then different within the trajectory of what we do at Inspire Africa. So it all depends on you, really. And as I would summarize, this mentorship program is what you make out of it. But 3 things I want you to keep in mind is that you have to be hungry, humble, and smart. And that's something I like, that's something I try to ask myself whenever I get myself in a new situation. Am I hungry enough for knowledge? Am I humble enough to receive that? Am I smart enough to implement what I've learned? So thank you very much, Anil. That was a fantastic question. Okay, I hope we answered your question. Awesome, thank you very much. So I don't know if any other person has questions. Feel free to ask. If you have any thoughts you'd want to share. I think we have a question. So Vivo would like to know what the odds are for us getting paired with our preferred mentors. So what are the odds of getting paired with our preferred mentors? I think at this, I'll hand over to the programs team. So either OJ or Messi wants to answer that.
I think I can say something to that. I'll say again, I think the answer is quite similar to what I said before, that there's really no guarantees. So it's kind of dependent on both you and your mentor. So I mean, you can have a preferred mentor, but are you your preferred mentor's preferred mentee? So that's what the issue is. So I mean, if your preferred mentor picks you as their preferred mentee, then that's a perfect match, right? You will definitely be getting that. But again, granted that at the moment we're getting close to 300 applications and we have less than 30 mentors. So when you want to do it mathematically, the odds are really, really slim that you will get your preferred mentor. But if you're like a really, really great person, I'm not saying everybody's you're not great, like everybody's great, but like once your mentor can see the potential of your relationship and agrees that you are the perfect match for her, then of course we are not going to hinder that pair from happening. But in terms of just saying what are the odds, that I don't really know. It's like less than 10%, just going by numbers.
Many mentors.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, OJ. I mean, we do value equity, and I think that I mean, basically once you put in a very competitive, application packet, and as OJ stressed, your mentor feels like your interests align. This is because, and ultimately, we don't want you to be paired with someone that you feel like are not benefiting from them, or they feel like you're not a good mentee for them, right? So the idea is to have that very good match such that your goals are or your expectations are exceeded, and theirs to be able to try and help you as much as possible. So yeah, so but all in all, we hope that you get a positive feedback. Hi, Classic, please go ahead to ask.
Okay, sorry. Because I just like using the link.
Your volume is a little bit lower. Do you want to increase it?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so I tried reapplying, like editing my application through the link I used earlier, but it's telling me
Mhm.
the link is no longer available. So I don't know because since Miss, or I don't know, I don't know if it's Miss, or let's just use Ojanuga was saying that you can edit your application. So I wanted trying that while in the meeting to confirm, so I can take my time later to edit, but I'm unable to. When I went through the link, I applied. It's saying the link is no
Mhm.
longer available, something of that nature. So I wanted to ask that, is there a new link or something?
Ojo, do you want to troubleshoot that? I mean, we don't have a new link. I think was it the same old link that you used that you still clicked on?
Yes, yes. Though it's saying that my response has been submitted, but I'm unable to
Oh,
edit.
okay. So you're not able to edit again. Okay. I
Yes.
mean, you know what, Classic, that's something we'll troubleshoot with you. So I don't know if you want to just maybe by the time we're done, if you could just wait a little bit, we can walk through that and then answer provide more help if that's
No
probably
problem.
helpful.
No problem.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Does any other person have a question? Question, comments? Okay, awesome. So I think that's it's been very lovely having everyone here today in the absence of questions. Feel free to stay connected with us. We're on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. Applications close on the 30th of April. So please, as much as it will be helpful if you're able to put in an application as quick as possible. And if you have and you want to edit your responses, thankfully Classic has brought this up. So we're going to troubleshoot on that. So you can always go back to make some edits. So thank you so much for joining us today. It's been awesome having you. If you have questions, feel free to send an email to us and then connect with us. We look forward to reviewing your applications. More importantly, we look forward to having you as a mentee in this cohort. And thank you so much for making our time for us. And we hopefully will get in touch with you subsequently. Have a wonderful Saturday. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Aniela. Thank you very much, Udoka. Yeah, I was going to mention we're going to upload this session on our YouTube channel. So if there's any other parts you feel like, oh, I should go back on, you can always refresh on that. So thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tolu. It's awesome to have you here with us too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, people. We're glad you enjoyed that. Thank you.